Alright, Shalom. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Alright, I'd also like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and very well. And I'd also like to give a sincere salutation out there unto you, Akim, and unto you, Dakim, that are out there teaching this word in sincerity and in faith. Alright, to you, I say Shalom. I'd also like to give a sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, you sincere Akim, Anquat, that watch our videos. Alright, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Yahweh or Jehovah. His name means he exists, okay? He's the existing one, the Holy One of Israel, the Ancient of Days, okay? The Holy One of Israel. He's the power of Israel, you so called Israelites, okay? You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, okay? If your lineage goes back to those so called people on your dad's side, pursuing the numbers 118, okay? You are an Israelite. You're one of Yahweh's, you're one of Yahweh's chosen people, okay? And the name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. The name Yahweh Shai means he saves, he delivers. So when you call upon your power, you must say Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning the, Shum meaning name, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shai, because John 14:6 states that Yahweh Shai is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man may come to the Father but through him. Okay, and today's lesson is going to be implemented about how close we are to Jacob's trouble. You know, this is going to be a quick one, Lord willing, it's edifying. Okay, you're going to watch these videos from Dabu 7 and grab a few precepts and end it there. Okay.
This is Dabu 7, and we have now entered this new phase here on the world stage where everyone is affected by what these politicians are doing. Now, it is the energy crisis that is manipulated, no doubt, through and through, and we're seeing this come down different avenues. You've got your natural gas, you've got your coal, you've got your hydro. But globally, what some are calling a perfect storm doesn't check out to be just you've got your coal, you've got your hydro. But globally, what some are calling a perfect storm doesn't check out to be just that. It looks like some of these things were set into motion and done purposely. Now, when you look out off the coastline and you see boats docked day after day and records are getting shattered and they're just not letting them unload them at the port.
See, I live in the coastal city of San Pedro, which is Harbor City. Okay. I'm in like a really important part of California where all the ports and things. I live right by the port of Los Angeles. Okay. So I see all these cargo freight ships and all these cargo containers and these ships just posted up, waiting to be loaded, and they get increases more and more each day. I see it firsthand, damn near every day. Okay, so I know for a fact what he's talking about is true. I know for a fact that it's going to lead to food shortages. Okay, just as the apostles and elders on down have been saying for a long time.
Well, then you can clearly see that something huge is going on here. With that, we have the rise in fuel cost, the rise in coal happening. Now, they tried to say that you can't sell coal in America. Climate change. They shut down the coal industry, destroyed it, dismantled it in this country. Now they're saying they cannot find enough workers to go mine the coal mines to sell it to China. Mind you, in your state, you may not be allowed to do that anyway. This is the government that wants to do this. They want what you've got in your backyard so they can sell it for high dollar. Can't you see what this whole thing's been about? Come across you and tell you that you can't do this with your natural gas and your coal? Make every state throughout the Appalachians that depended on coal poor and bring them to their knees? Is anybody paying attention? Because it's exactly what they just did and have been doing. And all the while, the governments are selling hordes of coal to China. Are they bitching at China saying, oh, climate change, climate change? No. They just continue to sell. If they really cared, they would not sell to them. People better start using their brain quick before the lights go out.
They don't care. This is all by design, just like it says right here in this comment. It's all by design, okay? Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, okay? These damn Edomites wake up and they choose to devise these things on ways they could Most importantly, they choose ways they could dismantle and prey upon the Israelites, but also the whole world, because they know that Israel is the sand of the sea. So they're trying to do this globally across the whole world. Okay, because their main focus is the Israelites. Okay, pursuant to Psalms 83 and 3. Slovakia. Excuse me, Psalms 83 and 3. Okay, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharla may be no more in remembrance. Okay, and that's exactly what's happening. But Yahweh Shai had mercy on us and gave us back our heritage, pursuant to Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the number of the sea, shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, because everybody else, think of it like this. Literally everybody else can be Israel, okay? Asians or so-called Asians, Chinese, Japanese, Mandarins, all them so-called Ammonites and Moabites, okay? Elamites, which are so-called Indians, okay? Persians, Edomites, all these other people can be Israelites. But when you say a black man, a so-called black Mexican, or a so-called Black Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitian, some from 12 tribes is an Israelite. We can't be that, okay? Literally, everybody else can be Israelites. So we're always told that we're not the real Israelites, okay? So, and it shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them that ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, okay? You know? And so let me see if I can find the verses. In the land of their captivity, they shall remember. I feel like it's in Baruch. Hold on, let me see in the land of their captivity. You know, hold on. Slocky, it's a specific chapter that it talks about in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. Damn, Slocky, I must be roughly paraphrasing it. But I know I already know about the scripture in Baruch 2 and 30, okay? Oh, here it is, Baruch 2 and 30. That's the spirit. I should have just went there, Slocky, for wasting time. But this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am Ha'adawan, their power, and I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from the wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahweh Yahushua, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not diminish, because those curses will be reversed, and we shall receive all the blessings that were spoken of in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter from verse 1 to 15. Okay, in Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7 will take full effect in the kingdom, that the curses shall be taken off us and taken into the heathen. Okay, verse 35, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power. They shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people out of Yashar'ala, aka Israel and the Paleo, out of the land that I have given them. Okay, and this is why they don't want us to read the Apocrypha, because this further expands the truth. Okay, and it really reveals further knowledge into us that we're in the land of our captivity, and that Yahweh Shai is going to return and destroy this. Okay, and all this must come to pass before the destruction. And you know, this staged famine is a part of the destruction as well. Okay, so are these winter blackouts. Okay,
This is
just like how Jim Crow Joe was talking about a dark winter.
Dabu 7, taking a look here at this so-called energy crisis that is happening around the globe. This is just another rung here in the plan of what I see being implemented here globally.
We're not even gonna watch this because I spent a lot of time looking for that scripture, wasted time. Okay, but that's going to lead to the famine of the Lord, and that's also spoken of in Isaiah chapter 60, and I believe verse 2. Slaki, I put the wrong 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. I believe it's Exodus 10 and 21. Okay? And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. And they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Yashar'ala had light in their dwellings. Okay, and why is it important that we get this scripture? Because in the second Esdras, which is the times that we're living in, second Esdras 15:11, it talks about how they're going to bring back the plagues of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Okay? This is going to lead to what? It's going to lead to Jacob's trouble and the famine of the word. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Okay? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? And that power is going to go out, and people are going to be looking for answers. Okay, and all hell is going to break loose when these things start to happen, okay? And we're going to know when we're in Jacob's trouble when it starts to happen, okay? Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but of the hearing of the words of Yahweh Shai. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shai, and they shall not find it, okay? There's going to be a crying for wine in the streets, okay? Pursuant to Isaiah 24 and 11, that wine means knowledge, okay? Wisdom, okay? There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And we see that now, man. Babylon the Great will never be the same. Pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 8. Okay? Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. For we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reached up to heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay, and the precept to this could be Revelation 18 and 5, okay, which also proves that Babylon is spoken of in the Old Testament as well as the New Testament, because the scripture is not talking about ancient Babylon, okay? And when the famine of the word happens and all these things come to pass, Yahweh Shai is going to make his servants' tongue cleave to the roof of their mouth. Okay, pursuant to Ezekiel 3 and 24, then the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go and shut thyself within thine house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I'll make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, and thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Adonai Yahweh Shai, He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakodash, alright, call halal Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakodash. I pray that this lesson was edifying. Until the next time, I'll say Shalom.